Welcome, Sadhkas. Today we are trying to have overview of the organization of Shatpath Brahman. Let us sit comfortably and let us have the overview of this organization. It is Shatpath Brahman, a scripture of 10 kandas, 55 Parpathaks, 66 Adhiyayas, 274 Brahmanas, and 5,501 kandikas. This scripture is a scripture of Vedic Mathematics Science and Technology, family of Sthapatya upved format scriptures. It is of the values of existence phenomenon of our solar universe. Surya as origin of Akash fulfills Akash with Jyoti, which is Tej, Parkash and Dravya. Shatpath Brahman approaches Surya as reservoir of Jyoti, Tej, Parkash and Dravya. It is approached in both orientations. Firstly, as a manifestation flow from Surya as Jyoti, Tej, Parkash and Dravya. Secondly, as transcendence flow as of Dravya, Parkash, Tej and Jyoti. It is a reach back to Surya. Parallel with it is the organization of the text of Shatpath Brahman. It is of two parts of 4 kandas and 6 kandas respectively. Now Braham and Sapt Bhumi are at the base of Adhiyayas and Parpathaks. Sthapatya makes the Brahmana domain and features of Sthapatya makes kandikas. Let us be specific as that Shatpath Brahman as a scripture of 10 kandas is of format features of creative boundary of 10 components of transcendental domain. That is, the same is organizing, availing the format of hypercube of 5 with domain boundary ratio a raised to power 5 is to 10 b raised to power 4. The creative boundary of 10 components is organized as 4 and 6 components respectively, parallel with 4 space playing the role of dimension of a 6 space. Part 1 of Shatpath Brahman is of the format of 4 components of transcendental boundary, while the second part is of the format of remaining 6 components of creative boundary of transcendental domain. The first part is of 37, 24, 37 and 39 Brahmanas respectively. The format 37 is of 18 plus 19 parallel with hypercube 5 of full unit together with hypercube 5 of half unit as the origin of 5 space. Surya as origin of Akash. The second kanda is of 24 Brahmanas parallel with dimensional frame of 6 space of 6 creative dimensions yielding value 4 cross 6 is 24. Step ahead again, the third kanda as well is of 37 Brahmanas range. One may sit comfortably and place oneself in open sky. One shall have a look at the sun as the origin of the Akash, and Akash as such having a split as a northern and southern spheres. So the northern hemisphere as of 37 Brahmanas and northern hemisphere as well of 37 Brahmanas format makes the setup for the first three kandas of the first part of Shatpath Brahman. Then the northern and southern hemispheres as pair of dimensions synthesizing 37 as 39 as the 39 Brahmanas range of the fourth kanda of the first part of Shatpath Brahman. One may have a pause here and take note that value 39 is equal to 24 plus 15, and 24 is parallel with the value of dimensional frame of 6 space, while value 15 is parallel with the dimensional frame of 5 space. So it is this interlocking of the dimensional frames of 6 space and 5th space which that way seals first part of Shatpath Brahman. One shall sit comfortably and to permit the transcending mind to be parallel with this interlocking of the first part as is the interlocking of the dimensional frame of 6 space and dimensional frame of a 5 space. 6 space as origin of 5 space, 6 space as of value 22, 6 space as of dimensional frame 24, 6 space at the origin as a setup of full and half unit bodies of 5 space itself, are the features which deserve to be comprehended well to have an overview of the organization of first part of Shatpath Brahman. In continuity, as complementing and supplementing of the first part, the second part of Shatpath Brahman is a scripture of 6 kandas of 25, 27, 12, 27, 14, and 31 Brahmanas ranges. The end reach is the value 31, which is parallel with 31 structural components of a cube, hypercube 3. Value 14 is the summation value of quadruple folds of hypercube 4. 27 is parallel with 3 as is the format of nakshatras. The Surya nakshatras and Chandra nakshatras together make the setup on both sides in both hemispheres of the sun. And ultimately value 25, it is the first triple digit number of 6 place value system. So the interlocking of the dimensional frames of 6 space and 5 space and entire Jyoti flow having its end manifestation as a cube hypercube 3 is the end view of the reach of Shatpath Brahman. One shall sit comfortably and to permit the transcending mind to comprehend as to how the Jyoti which flows from orb of the sun is of ultimate manifestation as hypercube 3. Sadhakas are fulfilled with intensity efforts to be parallel with Vedic systems and as values of organization of Shatpath Brahman shall be blissfully with this natural phenomenon of Jyoti flowing from orb of the sun, having its manifestation as hypercube 3, 31 structural components. Value 31, we know, is the synthesis value of a pair of transcendence ranges of linear order. It is this manifestation which permits transcendence, as it is the manifestation of a pair of transcendence ranges. With this in mind, we can proceed to have sequential view as to how this transcendence and manifestation takes place. Value 37 is value of full and half unit hypercube 5. It is Brahmana. This is the basic starting point value. 6 space as origin of 5 space. Once we will be in a position to be parallel with as to how Surya is the origin of 5 space and how the Jyoti flow from orb of the sun manifests as hypercube 3, the solid dimensional order of transcendental domain, 5th element, the Akash. Thank you very much.